Hey guys, welcome back to Small Engine Resurrection. Just want to give you an update. Over the last couple of days, I've been really sick. I had some kind of 24-hour virus, and it was really bad. I was throwing up and couldn't keep nothing down, water, nothing. But I'm doing a lot better now. I'm up and moving around a little bit, and I know I said I was going to start doing a video on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I wanted to just make something and get it out tonight. But as to my schedule, I might be changing them dates to Monday and Friday. I'm not sure yet. But as to that last head on that quad, I did order a new head for it, and it finally came in. I got this one off of eBay. It looks a lot better. This one has the compression release built in. The last one didn't. You can see right there, it's the compression release. This one just looks built a lot better. There's not a lot of play in the valves. They're not moving side to side like the other head was that I got off Amazon. This one looks a lot better. I think it was even look like it's either the same price or a little cheaper. There's the cam gear. I'm not sure if it's 28 or 32 teeth. Haven't took it off. Like I said, I've been sick. I haven't messed with it, but I'm really eager. I want to get this on the engine to get it started and going again. I'm ready to get that thing going. I've been messing with it too long. There's that. I got piston and rings. Came with the seal kit, gasket, with this little baby piston. This was $10. I believe the piston rings are out of that engine, because when I did that compression test, I put oil down in the cylinder and it gained compression, and I can look down in the head and there's a little bit of gap between the rings. So I'm gonna put that new head and piston rings in it. There's the rings. Got me a new valve lash tool. You guys know it's a headache trying to keep the little square head still while you're tightening the bolt down on them valves. There's the wrist pin. Where's the wrist pin? Oh, there's the, let's see, where's the wrist? Oh, they're in there. That little pink or red little wrist pin clips. There's the seals. Yeah, I can't wait to get this engine back together and get it running, get it back on that quad. Get that thing going. This head looks like a lot better. Looks like a lot better head. I'm still not 100% feeling like just working on stuff right now. I'm still trying to recover. But I wanted to show you guys I did get that new head in and get the piston ring set for that engine. It's been way too long. I've had this for I don't know how long now, but my problem is, I'm sure it's probably a lot of people's problems. Well, I got so many projects. I can't just stay focused. and stay on one project until it's completed. I'm trying to complete 4 or 5 different projects at once, and it seems like it just takes a lot longer and a lot harder when you're bouncing back from project to project. So I'm going to try to work on just one project at a time and get it done and move on. But it seems like it's just hard to do that, because if you're working on something and need a piece or a part or whatever, and then you're like, well, let's wait till that comes in and start on this, and then you start on something else, and then that. Yeah, there's that. I'm going to take you guys downstairs. I moved my engines down there, most of them, to make room out here. As you can see, I still ain't got the heater hooked up yet. I've been really sick. Nephew's pit bike still ain't done. Ordered new throttle cable. It came in. Ordered just 2 bolts for here. I'm waiting on them to come in. Just small stuff, really nothing. But on these engines here, these kind of carburetors, I've always had problems with these in the past, and I had problems with this one. I had to change the top plate out here. The throttle cable the cable just sits down in there, and if the cable's too long, it backs out, pushes out. There ain't no way. This is supposed to keep it from pushing back out. I ordered a shorter cable. Hopefully it'll work. If not, I'm going to take something. I got one of them plastic welder things. I'm going to take some plastic and weld over top of this and try to hold it in there, the cable. Got me a spring on there. This does adjust out too, so it'll pull the cable out farther that way. The cable on here was way too long, so I cut the end off of the little, let's see if it'll focus. There's like a little, it's not the ball kind, but you guys know what I'm talking about. It goes down in there, it sits. It goes through here, and it sits down in there, and it's got the little thing on there. Well, the cable's way too long, and it pushes back out that way. Then when you go to do it, it falls out. So, but yeah, I'll probably get this done tomorrow. We did get some different foot pegs put on it from the old ones that were on it. My nephew is up here. We was doing a little bit of stuff with it. Ordered them bolts, hooked that throttle up, and just put everything back on. That'll be simple. But yeah, I'm just trying to stay focused. I want to get this engine. This is the one that goes on that camo quad. Oh, ordered a new starter for it also from VMC Chinese. If you guys need any Chinese parts, or go to VMC Chinese. They got everything, and they're cheap, and their shipping's really good. Yeah, I believe I'm gonna put the new piston rings in here. I'm believing that's a problem also. Starter burned out on me. But I'm gonna take you guys downstairs. I'm gonna pause this and I'll see you in a minute. Sorry about the lighting down here. I'm in the basement. It's not that good, but I brought my engines down here just to get them out of the way of the garage. We're running out of room. This is the engine that came off the Mango Dingo that had the brake pad as a spacer. My plans with this engine here is probably to get it going. Hopefully, I checked the oil, and when I dumped the oil out, it was all water. There was no oil in it. I actually need to get oil in it and oil down the cylinder and let it sit for a while before I do anything to it. But the plans is probably put this on my stepdad's grandkids' go-kart that we got them. a big 420cc Predator engine. Electric start. That's going on a quad that I got. I got the quad already, but the parts I bought off that guy a couple weeks ago when I did the video about the tires and the sprockets and all that, he's got a 150 quad frame complete, no engine, plastic seat, everything, nice tires, $100. So my plans is, I'm waiting. I'm going to get that quad from him. I'm going to put that on that quad because the quad I got now needs a way more work than that one does. Here's another. This is a 125 3-speed Chinese engine. You guys have seen that one before. Still got the brackets on it. This is that truckload I got for $40. This needs, I believe it needs a stator, and it needs a head gasket, a cylinder gasket, which I got. And then I got a couple small 3.5 horsepower. That's a 3 horsepower Briggs. Believe it or not, that thing runs as rough as it looks. It runs pretty good. This one here, it's a 3 horsepower. It's in probably rougher shape. I bought this a year ago on a chopper that I had. I paid $50 for it. From a guy and a kid. It's an interesting story, really. I found it on Marketplace and wanted $50. I gave him, went down there and met them. They lived, this is when I lived in Indiana last year, and they lived out at Brownie's Campground. And I went out there and met them, and the dad wasn't nowhere around. The kid was probably like, I don't know, 10. Well, the kid was out there with it, and the dad was in the camper or whatever. You could tell, like, there wasn't a real good bondage going on there. No father figure type. Then the dad finally came out, and he's like, oh, he paid $20 for it. I told him it was junk. He shouldn't have paid $20 for it. And I told the kid, I said, no, you did a good job. I said, I would have paid $20. I'm paying you $50 now. You know, it was a nice old style chopper, complete. And the dad and the kid said, get it running, send us videos, whatever you do to it. So I'm all right. I load it up. I go home. The next day, I spray some starting fluid down in the carburetor. I get it running, and I record it. Send a video to him, and the dad texts me back. He's like, oh, how could you do that? You're a piece of shit, making a little kid cry. He really wanted that mini bike and this and that. I'm like, wow, dude, really? You guys told me if I get it running, send you a video, you guys want to see it running this and that. I was like, it ain't my fault. You're a POS, dad, and you didn't take no time with your son. You told him he shouldn't have paid $20 for it and this and that. Pretty sure the dad was on drugs. But yeah, I just figured I'd share that as a little story with you. But yeah, it's a 3 horsepower. The chopper was an interesting chopper. I've never seen one like it before. I'm pretty sure it was extended. It was like an old I don't know what they're called, but somebody extended the forks on it basically to make it a chopper. And this is an old 5 horsepower, or it's a 5.5 Tecumseh. It runs good. I took the carb. And the exhaust off of it. The carb was leaking. I'm going to put a PZ20 on it probably, and get me a exhaust. It had a weird shaft. It had one of them. It had a 7/8 shaft, I believe it was. I had to get this adapter sleeve they sell on Amazon to go over it to make it a 1 inch. Well, let me tell you, it don't work right, because getting this thing on there, this clutch on there, was hell. And as you can see, it don't spin like it's supposed to. It's so tight on there. And I tried to get this thing back off. No. So I don't really know what this is going on yet. But once that clutch is done, I don't know how. You could probably maybe get a puller on there or heat it up and get it off. I don't know. But it's supposed to make it from 7/8 to 1 inch. And then you can put this 1 inch clutch on there. And it just, as you can see, let me see. This thing will focus. You guys can see the adapter that I had to put in there. Yeah, that's a brand new clutch. So the engine ran good. It actually came off of a snow blower that I found for free. This engine here is going on my green chopper. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it. I took that loose, is why it's not spinning. I took the bolt out of it. But yeah, here's a short video, a little update on what I got going on, and what's going on with these engines. This is my dad's chainsaw. I gotta put some fuel lines in it for him. Old chainsaw. It runs good, believe it or not. Just needs some fuel lines. I got my other chainsaw down there. I actually got 3 more engines. They're out in my truck. One is it's another 3-horse old Briggs. One's a Honda. It's a GC 160. It's the first engine that came out with an actual timing belt, not a timing chain. Had a timing belt. I believe it's overhead cam, overhead valve. I'm not sure. It's an interesting design. It was the first engine that came out with a timing belt. But yeah, this is going to be a beast. That guy told me if I just by deleting the governor on this alone, which I don't recommend, but you'd get around 20 horsepower out of it just by deleting the governor on that 420cc Predator. Anytime you want to delete the governor, guys, you better get you a billet flywheel. Them things will destroy your leg, your back, or whatever you got it on. If it's on a mini bike, it's gonna go through your leg. It'll just explode. And if you got it on a go-kart, go through your back, your head, whatever. But I want to keep this kind of short and just let you guys know what's going on, and hopefully I'll get feeling better. And I really want to get that camo quad back together and get the engine running right. Like I said, and I'm going to try to work on one project at a time. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys have trouble with that, or what? Do you guys have multiple projects and you bounce around from project to project? Are you bad about that, or do you stay on one project, or what? Let me know in the comments. Share, like, thumbs up, thumbs down. Just appreciate you guys watching, taking the time out of your day. Amen. Bless y'all.